Hey everybody, welcome back to Joe's Karting. I'm Buddy Ray, the operations manager. We're actually in the process of getting this cart here ready for the 61st annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels. But there's a couple things I wanted to show you on the cart right here. A lot of you are always questioning the fact that the carts do not go the same RPM. Nothing could be further from the truth. All the carts are cut off at 3,900 RPM, and the reason why we know that is the motors that we have now, since late 14, are a different design of motor that we had back when we first opened. We didn't know this. We just bought the same motor that we always bought. We came in, we disconnected a few things, and then they started getting that familiar pop, 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 pop that y'all are hearing. Well, I call Honda. Honda gets a hold of me. They're actually telling me what's going on. So right here, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but right here there's this arm that sticks out on the top of the motor. These are disconnected. The very first time that these motors will hit the track here at Joe's, we'll disconnect these. This is actually the governor. The ignition coil is going to be up in this area, up inside the motor. The pop, 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 pop that you're hearing on the straightaways at Joe's is not because of this, it's because of the coil built into here. All the carts are 3,900 RPM. Now, some of the confusion comes when you see the result sheets and it's showing that Joe Blow's got 4,000 RPM to Buddy Ray's 2,500. That's not engine RPM, that's race performance measurement, which they're changing that over to pro scale rating, which we're gonna be talking about that in another video here shortly. There's a governor and a rev limiter. All I can tell you is that the governor right here has been disconnected. The ignition coil is built into the coil digitally. We cannot alter that. Whether you're an employee, a non-employee, a wannabe employee, the world's greatest kart racer, you cannot go faster than 3,900 RPM. That is real important for everybody to understand. The only way you're gonna see 15.2, 15.5s, 14.5 to 15.5s are the really fast lap times. Those guys and girls have a lot of laps in here. It's seat time, it's practice. They've been into Joe's a lot. If you've never been into Joe's, we tell you we expect a 16 to a 16.5 second lap time. When you start seeing the guys running high 14s, low 15s, it's got nothing to do with this. It's all about this, driving. Keep that in mind. The one thing these crate engines are gonna do though, is they're going to expose every minor flaw in your driving. You barely chirp the tires. Well, there's 2/100ths of a second. Did you slide the cart through a corner? Well, all of a sudden now there's a 1/10 of a second. All those little mistakes are huge on a motor that can only go 3,900 RPM regardless of body size or driving ability. So at the end of the race, when you take all those little mistakes, you're not gonna do very well. So keep in mind, when you come in and you hear the pop, 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 the motors are all equal as can get. We can't make them any more equal. Tell you what, can't wait to see you. Come on in and see me. I'm Buddy Ray.